i Danmark, Germany, after 12. GOG left there's already after a few seconds it was Müller. Fifth goal for him in this game. And that means in total not more for him because he was also scoring a lot of goals to the qualification tournaments. 17, that means 22 goals in the competition for the 18-year-old Danish player. Number 26 starting again on centre back position. We are not taking the shot. It's coming out to no way the strong Danish defense. Then come here to the turn and no one to be one is with Pelister stay in possession. And between the posts of the already the first half and Carl Poulsen. They have to organize your. Let's have a look once again situation. This is what's decided the rules. It's play. Has to take the shot, doesn't do it at the session. And blocked by the defense of GOG. This is just not enough by the North Macedonian side. And now GOG have the ball. That was too much, too long by Pelister. Didn't come up with anything. You see Carl Poulsen with the ball. The second keeper of the GOG. And they are leaving their strong back players on the court, the Danish side. That was an offensive foul, say the referees. But they are saying was Camilla Jakob. Let's have a look. Yeah, right in the defense player. Missed the shot anyways. Now ball is with Pelister. And Pelister keeping up the idea of playing without a keeper and two line players. And that means they have to get back very quickly if they lose the ball or even if they score against such a fast Scandinavian team that GOG are. Oh, and a rocket from the back. That was Alem Hadzic. And it looks like he hurt himself here badly. Let's have a look once again at the situation. Oh, jumped there into the defense player, into Jakob Delea. Fell down onto his back. Let's see if he can continue. Does not look too good, says Ivan Vilevsky, the player. But good news, Hadzic is already standing. Let's see if he gets a break or if he continues. Maybe needs a minute to get it back together. Good thing is that he can continue, and very fair here, Magnus Møldrup-Boysen says sorry, and then we have a red card. Red card for Jakob Delea, say the referees. And now let's have a closer look once again. This situation here. This is a red card, say the referees. The game is over for Jakob Delea. After 33 minutes played. And let's see how GOG can perform without their defensive boss. Jakob Delea has to sit now in the stands, not allowed to sit on the bench, and GOG without their boss here. And that's the next goal. They are not to stop here. And on the other side, strong performance by Carl Poulsen. Keeper was back between the posts early enough. Now shorthanded for the next 2 minutes, then they can fill up the team again, just not with Jakob Delia. And this is the reason why the goal was empty. Karphausen left the court so that they can play 6v6 during offense. And then he saw that his team lost the ball. His teammate was back early enough on the bench, and then he was back early enough to save the ball. Line player gets it. It's a free throw, say the referees. That was Frederik Nygaard. And the winger is through and scores for GOG. Christopher Münster. Good job by the GOG squad. 7 goals in front now. Went to the locker rooms with a 5-goal lead, and now they are up to 7 already. Can Pelister come back once more? Passive play again, say the referees. Winger would have been through, but does not manage to catch the ball. And this is what has made the difference here a few times during the game. Pelister with some unforced errors, not catching the ball, no good passes. This is one of the major reasons why they are 7 goals in the back, and also the good defense work of GOG, who are still short-handed. No problem with that at all, because he scores the next goal. Christopher Münster, number 11 of GOG, 18-year-old Danish talent. 7 goals during the qualification tournaments, and now here his next goal in the semi-final. Pelister now back to playing with one line player, keeping the keeper in. No way through here. And now we have Andreas Julienbock with the number 17, together with the number 9, Frederik Nygaard, in the center block of GOG, now that Jakob Delea received the red card and had to leave the court. That was passive play, 1 pass too many, say the referees. Ball is with GOG, and Magnus Møldrup-Boysen says, calm down, boys. We have all the time in the world. They are 8 goals in front, and it looks like they will book the ticket to the Lengst Arena at 11:30. And walk there by GOG, who was pushed. Yeah, there was a push against Møldrup-Boysen, and that means a 2-minute suspension for Eurofarm Pelister. It was against number 11, Markowski. Now Pelister short-handed. Kira Mitrevski now giving different players the chance to show themselves. Here we have now Luka Georgievski with the number 18 now with the ball on the court. Now on the other side with the number 13, Ahangel Trusunov comes back. Passive play, say the referees, and saved by Karphausen. No problem for the 17-year-old goalkeeper of the Danish squad. Danish squad, the only one that arrived here, not by plane, but by bus. They arrived here already on Thursday, were the first team to be on site. And then Barca, who are going to play the other semi-final versus West Brom, arrived latest, and great save on the Pelister side by Atanasi Trusunov. Well done against the line player Atanasi Trusunov, who is the twin brother of centre-back back player Ahangel Trusunov. On the center position, taking the responsibility, not finding a way through. are playing with an empty goal, of course, because they shot in a brilliant pass to the line player, but even better save by Karl Pausen. 8 minutes played in the second half, more 8.5 minutes played here in the second half of the semi-final. GOG versus Pelister. GOG is leading by 9 goals. They can make it a 10-goal lead if they score now. And now, the first time on the court as Magnus is getting a break. Wolf Riek with the number 5. We will see him in a few seconds. And the fans of Euro Pelister, of course, not happy about the score here. A team who does not win this game, so the losers of the semifinals will play for the bronze medal tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here in Magen. So the medal, the bronze medal, will not be played in the Lanxess Arena, but the final is. And it looks like the first finalist will be GOG from Denmark. They are leading by 9 goals. And again, unforced error here by Pelister. Will it be a fast break goal? Oh, great shot by number 8, Emil Darling, the best scorer. Oh, spins it around the head of Atanasi Trusonov. Well done by Emil Darling, who is the best scorer so far for his team in this game. And game continues. GOG, by the way, will be the first team to leave here in Cologne right on the evening of the final. The other teams will stay for another night. And Pausen, no problem for him. And he sees the empty goal, and this is a score for Karl Pausen, the goalkeeper, who is laughing. It's going well for the Danish side here. And we have 20 minutes left to go, so plenty of time for all the players to show themselves to the world here. Great block in the center, second try, and he uses his chance to score number 22, Ivan Velevsky, the line player, who was also born in Bitola, as a lot of his fellow teammates. Born in the city where Eurofarm Pelistер is located. And now back on the court with the number 3 for GOG, Vilas Cabo, on the center back position. 18 years old, the son of GOG director Kasper Jørgensen. Pass, and well done. It looks so easy when it's done by these boys. Willem Wolfriek, with his first goal of the game, just came to the court, and now his first goal. 18 years old, born in June 2007. 1 goal during the qualification tournament, and now 1 goal here in the semi-final in Dormagen. And in about 1.5 hours from now, we will see the second semi-final between Barca and Veszprém. While we see the next goal for Pelister here, and that was again the right winger, Carlo Butorac, who proves once again that he can not only shoot from the winger position, but also the long distance shots. Cabo staying on the center position, telling his line player what to do. Oh, and the line player gets the ball and saved by Trusonov. Really good in the 1-versus-1 situations. The Pelister keeper Atanasi Trusonov, who is the twin brother of center back Ahangel Trusonov, currently on the bench. And on the other side, a rocket, but saved by Pausen. And here we see once again the save by Trusonov. GOG 10 goals in front. We have 17.5 minutes left to go. Vilas Cabo was doing himself, but gives to the winger, who scores without a problem. William Kofoe, first goal for him, for the 18-year-old. Once again, players who can participate in this competition, the under-18 teams, that means players who are born before July 2006. And we have a lot of players here who are even younger than that. We have on the side of Pelister, for example, number 20, Andrei Georgiev, just 15 years old, born in July 2009, but already part of the squad in the semi-final here. No free throw, say the referees, and it's not the next goal for Karl Pausen. That was the crossbar that was in the way, so the ball is with Pelister again. But of course, Karl Pausen can try stuff like this when his team is 11 goals in the lead here, 16.5 minutes before the final whistle. And the arena here in Dormagen gets fuller and fuller as the fans of the other two teams are arriving in the background. Good block here once again by GOG. And Vilas Cabo with his next goal. Easy one for the number 3 of GOG, who was born in July 2006. So the last date it was allowed, so to speak, to enter this competition. 18 years old, Vilas Cabo gave his debut for the men's team in the Danish league for GOG in May 25. Here we see the block once again by Andreas Julienbock, who is already standing after he got the ball here, half into his face. Everything all right with Julienbock. On the other side, Vilas Cabo now on the floor. Referees are calling for the coaches here. Let's have a look once again at the situation. Number 3, Vilas Cabo. And that was not nice by number 22, Ivan Vilevsky. Looks like an elbow. You can't see it quite from this angle here, because Lauersen was in the way. But Vilas Cabo is already standing up. And in the background, there's the next red card of the game. And it is for number 22, Ivan Vilevsky, because the referees have exactly seen what he has done. That was not nice. 44 minutes played, and the second red card of this game, this time for Pelister, for Ivan Vilevsky, after this foul against Vilas Cabo. After 33 minutes played, there was also a red card for GOG for Jakob Delea. So that means now that Pelister will be short-handed for the next 2 minutes, and then they can fill up the squad once again, just not with line player Ivan Vilevsky. Vilas Cabo, good pass to the winger, takes the shot, and saved by Trusunov. Plays a good game. All the 4 keepers here in the game are doing a really good job today. We had Melin Femi in the beginning for Pelister. Now we have Trusunov in the second half with a few good saves. Well done with the left foot here. And then on the other side, Alexander Christian Arström had a good start as well for GOG, and Karl Pausen, who already scored into the empty goal of Pelister, does a good job as well. Time is stopped here, but Alem Hadzic is standing up. Again, it will be a penalty for the North Macedonian side, and Hadzic is taking it himself. GOG now leading by 12 goals. We have 15 minutes left to go in this first semi-final of the EHF Youth Club Trophy. The first ever semi-final in this tournament, and it looks like GOG is going to win it. Even though Hadzic scores here his next goal of the game. Was fouled himself and then took the responsibility as for the experienced player of Yerevan, who has already 9 games this season in the Men's Champions League for Yerevan Pelister. 6 goals by him. And that was the next one here at the youth tournament, while we see the missed shot by GOG. And chance for Pelister. 1 want to correct the score here a bit till the end. They have 14 minutes left to do so, to shorten the gap quite a bit. Stefan Georgievski with number 10 now back on the center position. He's taking the shot here, but saved by Pausen. Does he see some of his teammates? No, he does not. But they do on the other side, and that was way too easy for William Kofoe. Pelister was playing without a keeper because they were still short-handed after the red card. Now they are back to a full squad. 12 goals left to go for Pelister. So GOG can start to celebrate their ticket to Cologne, and I think that Niels Jensen and his team, coach of GOG, have already started to distribute the responsibilities here a bit, have substituted quite a few players. Now it's passive play here for Pelister. Does not manage to get it to the line player. Hatzic, man, but not good enough against the strong defense of GOG. Was before Emil Dreyer Jessen with a good defensive take. And Hatzic looks like he will take the shot again. Yes, he does. Misses it. And GOG with the ball again. Let's talk about the qualification tournaments again. GOG, they are won against Berlin SC Magdeburg and won the ticket to Dormagen. In the semi-final it was against Magdeburg, and then in the final against Füchse Berlin. And now here they are, scoring goal number 29, Vilas Cabo. And on the other side, Pelister, they had the qualification tournament here in Bucharest against the hosts, and then against Kielce and Wisła Płock, the Polish side. And they won the semi-final against Płock, and then in the final against Bucharest. And they are going to play the match for the bronze medal here tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and GOG is going to the Lanxess Arena. They are going to the big stage, to the EHF Truck Scout Final Four, where we will definitely see some of these players in a few years from now. Off the crossbar is getting the penalty here, the Pelister player. And it's a 2-minute suspension as well. Let's have a look at the situation once again. Good defensive, a good movement here by the Pelister player. Then it's a 2-minute suspension for the left winger Luka Kirstein, say the referees. Stefan Georgievski is standing up already. And we have Alem Hatzic against Christian Hafström, and wanted to lob it over the keeper, but not with him, not with Alexander Christian Hafström. Came back for this penalty and saved it. We have a 13-goal gap here for GOG. By the Danish side, especially because of their strong defensive performance, particularly a very strong team. GOG. Brilliant pass to the line, but it was not good enough on the other side. Great pass by the keeper, and then easy goal for Pelister, for Stefan Lazarevski. Just signed a 4-year professional contract, by the way. He will play for the second team next season. And one or the other time maybe play for the professional team as well. 17 years old, born in January 2008 in Pitola. On the other side, another save. Strong game by Atanasi Tusunov, 17-year-old keeper. 12-goal gap still on the scoreboard here. No, it's an 11-goal gap after this goal by number 10, Stefan Georgievski. Now we have about 10 minutes left to go, the last 10 minutes of the very first semi-final in this tournament. in this Youth Club Trophy competition after it was decided in December 2024 that this format will take place. We are now at the semi-final here, and we are nearly at the end, while we see the next great goal by GOG, by number 7, William Kofoe, the right winger of GOG. Replaced Christopher Münster, who is getting a break in the second half. And now Alem Hadzic is getting a break again. And for him on the court, now number 6, Theo Spirovski, the youngest one of these two teams, just 15 years old, born in November 2009. Lost the ball here.